Oh, it records. Oh, okay.
God damn. That's
Just
a
in case
very
anybody had any questions.
wow, that was a very, very, very radio voice.
Right?
Now recording.
Only?
Mm.
How are you guys doing?
Dealing with my projects, especially for a virtual machine.
Okay.
What about you
Good.
guys?
I found time to do some new helper integration.
I saw that. I haven't had a chance to download them though and check them out.
Yeah, it should work on fully patched Windows.
Awesome. So are they both signed?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's
That
the
would
like
be
the replacement for the read write everything.
yeah. Are there any of the functionalities that aren't supported? I haven't dug into it.
No, I have no idea. I haven't done any more testing because I was doing it on my own machine, and I just did sanity testing. So spy info.
Okay.
I didn't go past that. It's some in some. I think I did once. I tried to run it with main, but it blue screened. So I don't know if it was the Windows that blue screened or it was the driver that blue screened. So I was like, you know what? Use it your own peril. It does talk to the spy controller. That's all I need. That's it.
Okay. Good to know.
Good enough. Yeah, I need someone else to do testing because I'm too busy to start blue screening myself.
Oh, it's fine.
How you guys doing?
Well, been okay. Been busy. It's been a roller coaster, but such is life.
Yeah, life is life. I hope that Intel's treating you well and not going with that roller coaster.
I mean, I still am employed, so it's a benefit, but
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one to remain employed at Intel these days. It's definitely a survival skill.
right.
Hmm.
I was hoping things would start changing a little bit now that our stock is doing a little better, but so far nothing has actually changed. We're still continuing on in our previous path, so they
As long
haven't
as
brought
there's still
anything back.
CHIPSEC,
There
uh,
is.
we're good.
Yeah, everybody is trying to do more AI stuff, so we're trying to see how AI can help integrate with ChipSec. So, well, I don't know if that's good or bad, but we'll see.
Like, what are those plans for CHIPSEC?
Well, so most of what we're doing right now is trying to see if we can automate uh, generating configurations through and do some evaluation of like, hey, like if some of these modules or utils are not running on platform X, can we automatically get them to run on platform X without doing much? That's kind of where a lot of our effort, or a lot of my effort, is right now. So
I see.
nothing drastic, but just lightening my workload or our workload. Trying to. It hasn't really panned out yet, but we'll see.
Do you work on CHIPSEC like on your free time, or is it part of your job at Intel?
It is my job at Intel.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
It is very cool. I would be hard pressed to find another job right now that lets me do what I do.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you are working on VM stuff. We've done a little bit with
Yeah,
VM
I'm
chipsec, but not a lot lately. I'm curious what you're doing.
I'm trying to like implement an VFI firmware for virtual machines that would just supplement the basics like a runtime table and boot services that will not get deep into the spec
Hmm.
for my virtual machine as well.
Got it. Nice.
How hard it was to get employed at Intel, especially for security research or normal research, if you will.
So I have been at Intel for 14 years. So I don't know if I'm the
Oh,
best person to ask right now in the current climate.
I see.
I can give you an external perspective without worry for my job because I used to work at Intel and I used to be a security researcher at Intel, and
Oh,
I left what 8 years ago. Mm.
Sounds right.
Yeah. So I would say these days it's hard. There's no there's always been a difficulty getting hired to do security research at Intel. So honestly saying Intel never had a focus on security. Uh,
that's
it's-
interesting.
yeah, usually big corporations won't give a shit. It's just see what cover their ass basically. So that you do I did security validation, and I can tell you from firsthand experience they didn't really care about security if it stopped the product from shipping.
Oh,
It's a-
so that's how we get the Intel Me 0 days. Okay.
exactly. Unless it's a showstopper, unless it's a big deal, no one cares. Unless it's a big flaw in the architecture, no one cares. And it's mainly, it was basically a lot of politics. So doing security work at Intel involves a lot of politics. And things were progressing very, very slowly, and there's a lot of corporate bullshit you have to deal with. So,
I mean,
I mean,
it's Intel though.
yeah, it's a big
It's the
corporation. It's a big
prestige,
American corporation.
it's the prestige, some kind of.
Like, to be honest, the biggest advantage, the biggest thing that I loved working at Intel was being able to see everything before it hits the market.
Oh yeah, that must be amazing.
Yeah, that was it. Everything else was just uh you have to remember that to keep yourself sane to want to go into work every day because the bullshit you have to deal with was just it's painful.
I see.
The other guys that still work there are not gonna say anything. I think there's some of them are just sitting and nodding in silence. But the
Uh,
the
Actually, Mickey, I would say things have changed in 8 years. There's still a lot of politics.
oh really? They care
But
about security now?
it is
Oh,
getting better. It is getting better. And I would say part of it is there has to be a job opening. Like answering your first question, there has to be a job opening, and then if you know anybody that can, kind of get your your, your resume to stick out, or at least for somebody to review it. It's just getting eyes on it, just like any other big corporation. So
oh yeah,
that's the
so
hardest part. Yeah,
having someone inside.
yeah. I mean, yes and no, but because they're not supposed to do the hiring based on you know friends and family and all that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
I
So I
see.
guess from as of 8 years ago, that was my perspective.
I would say it's getting better, Mickey, but just like any corporation, there's still bureaucracy, and still at the end of the day,
Let me ask you.
the product makes money, not the security, right? So
I'll just ask in a generic way, is the same middle management in the security validation organization in place as it was 8 years ago?
uh, probably the ones that you're talking about, yes.
Okay. So product security is not changed much, but I think I hope they learned some lessons there.
I do
There,
also.
there's been some changes at the top, and some changes in mindset and the way things are going. I think the AI boom is really also causing concern.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's was going to be my comment. I really think this current wave of AI security research driven is opening a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah, it's freaking them out.
Yeah, yes.
It's lowering the bar to get into the more difficult hardware security stuff.
Or completely removing the bar. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I wonder, have you considered adding an MCP or something for CHIPSEC?
Yes.
Okay, I know. Oh, so I guess you've added it already, and you haven't done it into the public version yet. What are you planning on adding it to the public version at any point?
I would. Well, so to take a step back, I this is something that I've been working on this week, right? It's not. It's very recent. Um, so TBD. But I would like to get something out. But I don't know the timeline yet. But that is my
Okay.
goal.
How about vibing it and adding it to the public?
I
Or
mean,
you can vibe it and then do a PR.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see where
Or
I
I
get
can
and what.
vibe it and I can add a PR.
Sure, if you want to vibe it and add a PR, you're more than welcome to. I
All
will
right.
not stop you for that.
Well, I know. If you noticed, I didn't add a PR for the lull drivers.
I noticed that, and I'm on the fence whether or not I want you to or not.
It is an issue because I'm not comfortable from two reasons. One is it does require a lot more testing to be added
Yeah,
to the main, and I am not comfortable doing that testing yet. I don't have the time or the patience. And the second thing is the reason why rewrite everything was removed to begin with.
right.
So introducing it again to a community branch, it's gonna add more political bullshit for you to handle. So I'd rather fork it and deal with it that way.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's probably the right way, but it become. I mean, part of me
Unless
wants
we do a
to.
branch. I don't know.
Yeah. Ideally, I would want it to A, stay up to date, and B, have pointer to it, right? I don't want to just. It'd be nice to keep it someplace centralized,
Yeah.
just so it doesn't get lost to the abyss. But hey, I don't know the best way to do that though.
Yeah, it's a
A
good
brick,
question.
yeah.
I mean, an experimental branch, sort of.
True. I think we shut down the experimental repo though, because it wasn't being
Uh,
used.
and adding it to the
Yeah.
main would be too much committal and commitment to be like, okay, here are some drivers that we YOLO'd.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Oh,
is there like um, issues that I can especially help, for example, in CHIPSEC, like in driver or Windows related things? Is there issues? I didn't see any or any help. If there will be, I would like to make a PR and submit my fixes. I would like to contribute to the CHIPSEC.
There's always things to do. But they might not all be documented. So let me take the action later and review, and I'll let you know. Um,
All right.
oh yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a nice project, and I always love things that go deeper into this low level stuff inside the firmware, inside the BIOS control registers. It's fun and it's obscure. So yeah,
Yeah.
Are you the one that submitted the pull request on Friday for the HAL location change? Or was that somebody else?
excuse me?
Did you submit a PR on Friday? Was that you or was that somebody else?
No, no, it's my
Okay.
same name as GitHub. It wasn't me.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I see some open issues. Oh,
Let me
There are a
see.
few open issues, but they're not
Yeah,
all of
that
them are
I
applicable.
already
And
looked at them. They're not Windows kernel driver related. I'm a driver developer, so I think I want to contribute it in that way.
got it. Yeah, I'll take a look. One of the things that I haven't done lately, so we had another team member on our team before Intel started laying off people that did the PCI Windows driver. I don't know its current state and how useful it is, or if we should get more focus on it. So
I
if
mean,
you're
it works.
familiar with drive, it works. Okay.
I gave it a look. It's a nice one. It
Okay.
works. I mean, we don't need to complicate it, but if there's something missing, I would like to
Okay.
help, you know.
Okay. I'll take another look at that as well and see what we can add and whatnot. So okay. Cool. It's good to get some feedback though that it works and does what it's supposed to do. So that's great. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll let me write that down on my to-do list. Mm. Okay. All right. Is there anything else anybody wants to talk about? So we did have a release last week. I do think we're going to do another re-release because of the issue that was patched on Friday after the release. So it's causing some problems. So, but I think that'll be either later today or tomorrow. So you can keep an eye out for the next out of cycle release coming up soon.
Hey Nathaniel, I think we kind of talked about it in a meeting, but like if somebody else wants to do the MCP, like what kind of functionality were you looking for? I think if you scope that, it'll help others that want to potentially vibe code or something like that. The other question would be on the Windows. Is it worthwhile splitting into like a native versus code type driver, or is that kind of what's been done? Stuff like that. Because I know like within Linux we had the specifically like C code type, um, driver itself, and then using the Linux API commands and whatnot. I don't know if that makes sense in Windows going forward, or what does there.
Good question. They started to tighten the hatches on hardware accesses from the drivers.
Yeah, that was the initial attempt to work on the PCI filter driver.
Mhm.
So Star, I'm not sure if you have any insight into that question. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I guess Mickey, what were your thoughts when you asked about MCP? What were kind of the scoping for that you had in mind?
Um, just a general, exporting the utils basically to an MCP.
Mm.
Vibit, that's the spirit. Vibit, test it. Sanity, Vibit test plan, test it, and ship it.
Best workflow.
Yep.
And then export it to an agent.
Yeah. I mean, there is one thing that has been bothering me for a while. It's the ability to test, to do a full test for CHIPSEC for all capabilities on a virtual environment. Um, it's always been a problem with the hardware specifics. And I'm trying
It's
to
true.
think of a way to do this in like, do you have a CI/CD process for testing CHIPSEC on a piece of hardware?
Yes.
But it's not like in the GitHub. It's your own
No.
separate. Yeah.
Well, so
Is there a way for you to export that kind of process in documentation for the public version so volunteers can test it on hardware? So you can get like I can run it on a piece of hardware, the test suite, and give you a report and be like, yeah, well, I've tested this on this hardware, it works.
so the trouble is it
Well,
differs from platform to platform, right? So it's
I
hard
know, I
to
know, I know. The
put a
main focus for
generic
me
out
would
there.
be it would be like let's testing on Windows on the latest version of Windows on a piece of hardware to make sure the driver doesn't break or stuff like that that we can help with instead of I have the latest Alder Lake or whatever
Right.
Lake.
Yeah, I
That
got
I'll leave to
Raptor
you.
here. I can test too.
Like we have like there's at least 1 or 2 people in the world that are willing to run it. Maybe is there a way to share a runner with you? I think we have to be part of the repo and then grant a GitHub runner on a platform we own so the public version can test on it and we just keep
Maybe.
it running. Maybe. Or you do it in your environment and you just dedicate a little piece of like a cheap mini PC, $200-300, or an old piece of hardware you have, just make sure it's on the latest Windows and do the tests on that with a runner. I don't know. If you want to keep everything under your control.
Yeah, the trouble with that is I don't want to accidentally open a security hole into our environment, right? That's
Yeah, that's why we need like you'd have a different environment for different versions. So for the public
right.
versions, you're gonna need a public environment. I don't know how that's gonna work in your corporate.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we do have some of that we have some private repos, right? That we have do that in, but it's all sequestered. So it's easier to do.
Mhm.
Um,
Is it
I
something
can
that you want to start talking to IT about?
I can ask the question, yeah. Hey, we got a bunch of extra people here. Welcome everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you all
yes.
bots?
No, no.
Okay. Just checking. I never know on Discord.
Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, so I can do 2 things. I can look to see if there's a way to publish a test manifesto, and I can look into seeing if I can set up something for public consumption for a runner of some kind, or see if I can put out instructions on how to create an external runner for somebody else to push to us. I can do those things. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it like logistically. Does someone need to be an external maintainer in the public repo and we do it like that? Like I can talk to people in our end
Yeah.
because we have our own CHIPSEC version as well. So maybe I can convince the powers that be to assign some resources to help support the public version.
And some of you are still maintainers, so for the org, so you guys can do some of that also.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to sync on that just to be sure that we can do things that you're gonna have a headache doing and we can do it way easier.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'll talk to John.
Sounds good. Is he in a conference right now? Is that?
I
Did I see
think
that on
he is.
LinkedIn?
Yeah. There's some federal bullshit going on.
Anybody that is just joined recently, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Or provide feedback and say how ChipSec is awesome and whatever.
Or how it's a piece of junk, and then we need to do better.
Nah, it's an amazing project, to be honest.
Awesome. And if there's any features or things that you guys are looking for as well, either bring it up here or you can always open an issue on GitHub. That's always welcome as well.
Well, I mean, what could be added? And technically, I, if I didn't miss anything, there's already a lot about the security research in there. I mean, what else could be added except the base features like scanning the PCI, getting the registers? It would be extending the base, wouldn't it?
Yes. One of the things that I've been trying to look at, right? So we have some SM bus and I2C capabilities, but I3C is now becoming more prevalent. So I'm looking to see what we can do with I3C. And there's some BMC stuff always to explore. If you've got access to servers, it's always fun to do.
All the AMD.
There could be.
All,
I didn't exactly test or see such a module, but there could be a feature for especially system management interrupts. I think for
yeah,
fuzzing or brute forcing them. Is there a module like that? I didn't see if there is.
we have some things. Not sure specific to what you're talking about right now, but we do have some interrupt modules.
Yeah, I'm talking about especially the communication buffer and communication size for system management interrupt. The ASPI registers B3 and B2, poking them.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, if there's things that you guys are doing for research wise and think that it would be a good module or a good utility, then definitely we always welcome community pull requests. So
Yeah, I would say look in the interrupt HAL. There's probably that type of functionality, and then within the util, I forget the exact command, but there's a couple of utils around what you're talking about.
yeah. Interrupts command. Yeah, interrupts command I think is what you'd want to look at for the util.
I see. I mean, there could be a module to. Wait, does it pass the communication buffer and communication size, those parameters to SMI handler, or is it just poking?
So it
Right.
depends on what you're talking about. So we try to keep any modules under CHIPSEC main to just do non-destructive things, right? Because it's a good thing to run and not really risk resetting
Yeah,
your system or causing issues. And then utils or tools we use if you want to actually like do some poking.
I understand. I mean, there could be an VFI driver for the poking, especially like
Hmm.
setting the communication buffer. Otherwise, we cannot do that. We can only poke and trigger the SMI. I mean, I think I can fork it and add such a util, I think.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Do you do your tests on real machines or virtual machines?
Both.
Both. Which virtual machine you use? Virtual machine software. Debian?
Um, if you well here, so we have a few that run automatically in the public testing.
Oh,
Let me pull up the workflow and I'll link it in the chat.
Alright.
Where's the chat box? It is over there. So there's the GitHub link to our, and at the top it says distros. You can see we mostly pull from Docker.
Oh, I see. Yes. What about the VFI tests? Let's see.
So we don't do a lot of automated UEFI testing. Most of that is manual, just because it's hard to set up the environment.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I can make a driver. It wouldn't be hard. I mean, we just gotta trigger the SMI with communication buffer. We gotta pass that, and we can, yeah, we can use the Windows driver to trigger it, the UEFI driver, or we can pass the. I don't know. We probably can't, but we can pass the protocol handler. So, yeah, it will be easy, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be great. Also, if you are interested in and have the experience in setting up an automated test that could run in a workflow for setting up QEMU or something like that and run CHIPSEC automatically through that, that would be amazing. I haven't had the bandwidth or time to investigate that further. Again,
Nice. Yeah,
we did it
I will
we did
see
it a while
what.
ago, but sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I will see what I can do.
That'd be great. Awesome. Thank you.
I don't generally automate the tests, but yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Or if you have just a methodology, if we have the instructions on how to set it up easily, then I'm happy to do the actual
Yeah, I
automation.
can instruct it. I can also add instructions about debugging it with GDB and VS Code. Yeah,
Yeah, we do have the wiki on GitHub. If you want to document it there, I might have to give you access to do writes, but I think you can open a change request on the wiki.
yep.
That could be an option for documenting it in a public space.
Sure. Let me see what I can do. I'm not really a Python programmer, so I will have to tickle with it a little bit to get it a module. But the Windows and UEFI side, yeah, that's easy.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. It's an amazing project, as I said.
We are at the half-hour mark. Happy to stick around longer. But I
Always.
think
Me too. I mean, I got a chance to talk with people and researchers from Intel. I ain't gonna miss that. Like my dream at this point.
I'm gonna drop. Good catching up with you guys.
Yeah, talk to them, Ricky. Thanks for your work.
Always, I try to make more trouble for you if I can.
Always
See you
welcome.
guys.
Bye, Mickey. The others came in like a wave and then left like a wave.
Definitely.
Is no one here?
I mean, they're probably here, but ain't got questions or something to talk about. Yes. And I expected that much more, participation.
Yeah, it ebbs and flows for these community meetings. We try to do
Biggest
these once
turnout
a
in
quarter.
years.
Sorry, Dan?
I said this is the biggest turnout in years if you include the people who didn't speak.
True. Yeah, but we try to do these once a quarter, so you're always welcome to join these. I'll try to have a little more forewarning next quarter.
Ah, these
but-
are great. It's so nice to talk about this project, and for you guys especially.
yeah, it's really helpful for us to hear feedback from people that are actually using it. So we use it every day, but it's helpful to get external perspectives. So
Yeah, it's a community project after all.
it is, yes. Brent, did you have anything that you wanted to chat about?
Mm, not much. I mean, it's been great. I talk about the features I can add and got the approval.
Awesome.
We'll
Brent,
see what I
was
can do. Just a student dealing with exams and other nonsense. I will try to do my best implementing them. I mean, it wouldn't be buggy, but it will take a time.
that's fine. There's
Mm.
no rush at all. Any contributions you can do is appreciated.
Thank you.
What are you studying?
Oh,
I'm a high school student.
Ah, all right.
Isn't that I'm on college right now?
Okay. What do you want to study? Do you have aspirations?
I mean, I can study computer science or automotive engineering. I'm in a school where they value automotive engineering. I'm an electric vehicle student, so yeah, I can do that. But my passion is about low-level stuff. So I guess both, maybe.
Automotive engineering is becoming more and more computers on wheels, so it'll fit in, I think.
Yes. It's also interesting because of the embedded and real-time stuff in that
Hmm.
chips. So yeah.
Yeah.
and given that, I would say, as you progress through your academic career, looking for internships, is going to be a good way to get yourself in the door too.
Yeah, that's how I
Oh,
landed my role
To the
here.
bigger companies. Yeah.
hopefully.
Nathaniel, I don't really have anything big. I think we should probably sync on the UFID code pull requests at some point. I think we checked in one and then we kind of left the others that I did just fail. So figure out a plan if we want to uh try to get those other ones in or close them just so they're not sitting out there stale for too long.
That is true. Yeah, those are. Yeah, okay. Let's think back up. Um, did getting his name.
I don't remember. I think Plato commented on like one of
Plato.
the later ones because they all built upon each other. So
Right.
I think his comment was watch out using vibe coding because it keeps adding in stuff that it imagines.
Yeah. Yeah, it might make sense to run this back through one of the LLMs and see if what it says. But yeah, let's think about, maybe we can talk about that next week.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I added some good features or some features I liked in it, but it It did add it keeps hallucinating. The LLM I was using was hallucinating on wanting to add new decryption GUIDs that it thought it found somewhere. But yeah.
Got it.
I think with that I'm gonna take off for today. I'll catch up with you later.
Brent, thanks.
Okay, yep.
I think if there's nothing else, I will call this event over, but
I mean, there's nothing left for me to say as well.
all right. Well, it was good to meet you, and thanks for
Me
joining.
too.
I look
No
forward
problem.
to seeing your contributions.
Me too. See ya and have a good day.
All right. Bye.
Thanks for running the show.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Here. Trying to figure out how to stop the recording again.
/stop. I think I can. You might have to message it directly. If you see him as a participant.
Yeah. Oh, I just have to scroll up. There it is.